Hello everybody, good evening, welcome to Nighttime Tales. Hello to my replay viewers and my YouTube viewers, good to have ya. I've got Pippin down here, she is just lying down on the floor, and we are just gonna hang out and see if anyone will join us live today. And today's theme is Father's Day. So as you may know, this weekend coming up is Father's Day on Sunday, and so we are going to read a couple books about dads, and we're going to make a craft that is for our dads. We are also going to do some yoga, which reminds me, oh yeah, I see the sheets over there, so I've got my yoga sheets as well, which is good. And Pippin's gonna hang out here as well. We're gonna have a good time. So we'll get started with our hello song. Maybe Pippin will sit up and sing it with us. Can you sit? Come here. Come. She's rolling over. She is feeling a little lazy tonight. And I'm not wearing my pajamas this time. I haven't been wearing my pajamas just because it's been summer-ish weather, and it's kind of too hot in my house for pajamas because the only pajamas I have are like really thick, fuzzy ones. Anyways, we're gonna sing our hello song. I'll see if Pippin gets excited and wants to participate when we start clapping. So here we go. It goes, bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loudly as we can. Hello! Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quietly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quickly as we can. Hello. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slowly as we can. Hello. She just looks kind of annoyed with me. Not very interested in the singing today, are you, Pippin? You may have noticed when I first started clapping, she tried to swat me and was not impressed with my singing, so yeah. I feel like some other people might do that if they were here in real life too, because I'm not the best singer, but that's okay because singing is fun and we don't have to be good at it to sing. So let me get my live feed going on the laptop here so that I know that I'm in screen when we go to flip the camera around. So we'll flip this now, and the first book, sorry Pup, she's really getting in the way here. The first book we're gonna read is called My Dynamite Dad. Yeah, Dynamite. When the title's covered, I like to check that the spine actually says the title that I think it is. And this doesn't have the author written on it. Lots of board books don't because there isn't really a spot. But it's by Sterling Children's Books, is the publisher. So, my dad is dynamite, and here are the reasons why. Look at those puppy dogs. Do you see the puppies, Pippin? Pippin is licking my knee right now. Don't know if I've got her on screen, but she doesn't really care that there's any dogs in this book. We'll carry on. He protects me from the creepy crawlies. There's a daddy chameleon and a baby lizard. That's really cute. I love chameleons. And defends me from bad guys. Wouldn't want to mess with that big dad, hey? He's got strong looking tusks. He laughs at all my knock-knock jokes. There's a daddy lion getting kisses from the cub. Same with the cover picture. And cheers me up when I'm blue. Look at that penguin. There's a baby penguin. That's so sweet. There we go. When I'm tired, he helps me stand. That, I don't think is a coyote. I'm not sure what kind of creature that is. It looks a bit like a coyote, but it seems to be shorter haired. That's very cute though. The baby's rolling on his back, playing with his dad. And take another step or two. There's another baby penguin. Very cute. He makes sure that I am healthy and strong. So this dad is providing some good healthy meals for his baby bird every second of every day. And there that little turtle is riding around on the back of his dad's shell. Very cute. My dad is dynamite, and I love him in every way. There's a gorilla dad. There's lots of kinds of dads. And then on the back, I don't know if you can see this, it's a wrinkly bulldog's face with his puppy. Very cute. So, love that book. That's so cute. Lots of different dads out there, and all of those animal dads are very good dads. My laptop is not being super helpful because it is frozen, but hopefully I was on screen for that. I'll show you the craft supplies we're gonna need. Oh, and I see Julia is here. She says hi from Bryn. Hi, Bryn. Let's flip it around. Hi, Bryn. Hope you're doing well. Glad you're here. Okay, so our craft supplies for tonight, we're going to be making a art piece for our dads. So you'll need a piece of black paper. It can be whatever size you have. It can be full 8.5 by 11 size, or I'm using this half of a sheet, so it's 8.5 by 5.5. If you have some sequins, those would be perfect. I happen to have star-shaped, and I'm going to use some of these black ones. But if you don't have star sequins or star stickers of any kind, you can just draw your own stars. I've got some pens that will work on black paper, so I've got a silver pen and a white pen, but if you don't have those, you can use pencil crayons. So white or yellow pencil crayon will work pretty well on the black paper, and we'll also need a little bit of liquid glue if we're gluing on our sequins. Oh, that was graceful, Pippin. So that's all we'll need for the craft, which we will be doing at the end of our program. But I just wanted to show you that while I had the camera flipped around. So our next book, actually we'll do the yoga pose first, but our next book is going to be called When Dad Showed Me the Universe. So that's the next book, but first we'll pick our yoga pose. And I always struggle to pick one that works for on camera, because it's hard to see anything I do on the floor here on camera. But let's try camel pose. This one looks a bit hard. I'm gonna actually flip the camera around and maybe put it down here. It's under my table. I don't know if this is gonna work. There, that's floor level. That kind of works. My pencil case is in the way though. Okay, so camel pose that we're doing is right here, and we'll try our best. It's maybe a bit more challenging one, but we're gonna lay on the floor. There goes Pippin, and we're going to arch our back like this, and then tilt our head back. Okay, my head's not that close to my feet, but we'll just do our best. We're only so flexible. If you can touch your head to your feet, that's great. We'll take some deep breaths. Breathe in and out. And in and out. There we go, and slowly let it out. Phew, we did it. Good job, everybody. Pippin, do you want to come back? This is a good angle for seeing Pippin where she likes to lay, isn't it? Good girl. There we go. Won't be the best angle for reading our story, but it's a good Pippin viewing angle, hey? Here's our Pippin. Alright, we'll put you back up here and flip you around once more. There we go. So now we are going to read our book. And I love that you're here, Pup, but you just need to make room for the book. So, again, this is called When Dad Showed Me the Universe by Yulf Stark and Eva Erickson. When Dad Showed Me the Universe, and this is good because it will go with our star craft that we're going to do. Coordinates perfectly. One day, Dad said he thought I was old enough for him to show me the universe. Where is it? I asked. Not too far, he said, taking off his dentist coat with its flecks of blood. His dad's a dentist, I guess. Are you going to be warm enough? My mother asked. It's pretty cold out there. How cold is it at the universe? I asked. Minus 263 degrees, Dad said, as he put on his black beret, his leather jacket, and his tall brown boots. I put on an extra pair of socks. Mother hugged us as we left. Don't be late, she said. Do you think minus 263 degrees is pretty cold? Do you think an extra pair of socks will be enough? I don't know. At the gate, we turned right. Dad held my hand so I wouldn't get lost. He took long strides and he looked up at the clouds as he walked. He always did that. When he spoke, white smoke puffed from his mouth. It's called steam, said Dad. It happens because the air in my mouth is warmer than the air outside. We all know that, hey? Because in Canada, it's usually pretty cold in the winter and we can see our breath, can't we? What actually is the universe? I asked. The entire universe, said Dad, includes everything, my friend. The way there was straight ahead and then to the left. There's a little dog walking by. It's got the same colors as Pippin. Is that it? I asked. I pointed to the supermarket. No, he said, but we can go in there for our provisions. There's another dog. Provisions are like something to feed people. So we're going to buy some snacks and stuff. Oh, what are provisions? I asked. Things you buy that you would need for an expedition, said Dad. He knew exactly what we needed. 1 packet of gum, he told the shopkeeper. Do you need anything else? She asked, because we're about to close for the evening. Nope, that's all, he said. We walked for a long time, past the park where the toddler pool was closed. Looks like fall where they are, doesn't it? Because the leaves are all changing color. Past the hardware store and past the fish shop, which were both closed as well. It was starting to get dark. There's another dog. This book has lots of dogs. There's even one on the back cover there too. Are we there yet? I asked. Are you tired? Asked Dad. No, I'm not, I said, although I was. He whistled so it would be easier for us to keep walking. The tune floated in a white cloud above his black beret. So as he's whistling, there's the puff of breath that's coming out. And his black beret is his hat, by the way. That's what that kind of hat is called. Then we came to a ditch full of water. Dad carried me across so I wouldn't get wet. We're almost there, he said. There were no streetlights at all. There's another dog. No streetlights, so they left the town. They're out in the open now. Dad led the way through the grass. We stopped on a small hill. Is this it? He nodded. I looked around. I was amazed. I had the feeling I'd been here before, that this was the place where people walked their dogs. Let's bring out the provisions, he said. Here you are. We stood there chewing solemnly on our gum. Can you see? Said Dad. I could see even though it was almost dark. I saw a snail from the universe creeping over a stone. I saw a blade of grass swaying in the winds of the universe. There was a flower called a thistle, and there was Dad staring at the sky. Yes, Dad, I whispered, I see it. All of this was the universe. I thought it was the most beautiful place I'd ever seen. Then Dad looked at me. Don't be silly, he said. You're supposed to look up. Boy's enjoying the few things he does see, though, isn't he? I looked up. 1,000 stars were burning in the sky. Dad pointed them out. He knew all their names. You can see the little bear, he said, and there we have the serpent, the horse, and the scorpion. Do you see its tail? I couldn't. For me, the stars all swam together like specks of dust in the living room where the sun shone. Yes, I said, because I didn't want to look silly again. Up there, everything is clear and still, he said. Everything's in its place. See how calm it makes you feel? I said. That's because it's so big that everything else seems small. Dad lifted me up so I'd be closer to the stars that were far, far away. Some of them don't even exist, he said. They've gone out already. But we can still see them, I said. Yes, we can see their light, said Dad. It may take several thousand years to arrive here. I looked at the stars that weren't there. And Dad went on telling me their names and carrying me. The swan, he said. The harp. Big dog. There's all the stars. So what he's talking about there is light takes years to travel. So because the stars are so far away, the light that we can see is traveling to Earth through all that space so we can see it, but at the location of the star itself, the star might still be burnt out already, but the light is still on its way to us. It's a very challenging concept to understand. But maybe you can do some research on it if that interests you. Then he was quiet. His nostrils flared. What on earth is that? He said. What? I asked. What's that stink? He snorted. I knew what he'd stepped in. It's Big Dog, I said. Look what happened. He stepped in dog poo? Oh no. I wonder which dog it was. Then we went home. Dad had lost his enthusiasm. He looked at the boot he'd wiped in the grass. You're probably too little anyway, he said. Then he walked in silence for a bit. All I wanted was to show you something beautiful that you'd remember forever, he said, taking my hand. But I will, I said. There's the evening town. See all the dogs running around? Or actually, I think those are cats. Looks like the fish shop is handing out fish to the cats and they're running off with it. So they're on their way back home. When we got home, we had sandwiches and hot chocolate. So, how was the universe? Asked my mother. It was beautiful, I said, and funny. There's Dad scrubbing his shoe. The end. Lots of dogs in that book, hey? There's another dog. So that was pretty cool. The Dad showed his son the universe, which is all the stars in the sky. Very, very cool. All right, we are going to do our craft, and I will show you what we're making tonight. Let me just move all these things, and we're going to, oh, I flipped around too soon. We're gonna put the camera right here. That should work. Okay, so what we're making tonight is a little piece of art for our dad, and we are going to write the word dad in the sky, or if you call your dad something else like daddy or papa or father, whatever you want to write, you can write in the sky. I'm going to write dad, and let me just pull up my inspiration picture. Oops, I closed it. Sorry, we'll pull up the inspiration. I found it on Pinterest, of course, and I'm going to need a pencil as well, which I did not get. So here's my pencil, and I'm going to write the word dad, or whatever you call your dad, you can write it. And we're going to leave a little spot at the bottom to write our saying, or you could write it on the back as well. So it's going to say, Happy Father's Day to the best dad in the galaxy. Or you could say in the universe, because that goes with our book. And I just decided I think I'm going to fold my card in half, and then I can write something on the inside. So we're going to use our pencil and write out dad. It will be a bit difficult to see on the dark paper, but that's okay because we're going to go over it. There is the word dad. And our inspiration picture, let me show you what it looks like. I posted this on YouTube, not YouTube, I posted this on the event page as well for Nighttime Tales. So this is the inspiration picture, and we're gonna put a star at a bunch of different points along the letters, and then that says Happy Father's Day to the best dad in the galaxy. So we're gonna do that, and I might outline the whole word with my black sequins. So I'm just going to, maybe I'll dump them on a piece of scrap paper so they're not just on the floor. Here we go. So they're easier to pick up when I'm done. So here is my sequins. Here is my dad card. I'm gonna put a dot of glue where I want to put each star. Pippin, what are you doing? Did you get all riled up? Why are you riled up? Silly. She's excited for the Father's Day card, I guess. She's just sitting here watching me do this. So I'm gluing gold stars on each dot of glue. I've also got some iridescent stars, but I think I'll see if I have enough to use just gold, like that. And then so the inspiration picture shows the lines connected just with gel pen, but I think I will connect them with black sequins. I think that'll look cool, so you can do it however you want. So I'm gonna put little lines of glue along the card here, and I'm gonna put some black sequins. Oh, that one stuck to my finger. There we go. And just put them all along the letters. So if you are busy doing your craft right now, that's awesome. But if you're just watching me and then gonna do it after, you can let me know in the comments what kinds of things your dad likes to do. I've seen lots of themed Father's Day things that show dads. So basically the card is like tool themed or golf themed, or a tie, like a suit and tie, you know, because lots of dads wear ties to the jobs that they do or something like that. But so many of those things don't actually relate to all dads. My dad uses tools, he's a mechanic, but he doesn't like golf. He hardly ever wears a suit. So yeah, most of those things don't work for him. But this card, I picked this because I thought it would be cute for all dads, because all dads are stars, aren't they? So I like how this is turning out, and I'm gonna do the rest of the letters off camera, I think, but I will write my little sentiment here, and then I will call it done, I think. I'm thinking I could add like some little drawn stars here with my white pen. So just like that throughout. They're like little diamond-y type stars. And you could draw 5 pointed stars too if you want. See, like that. And just scatter them throughout your card. Maybe I'll do some 5 pointed stars as well. Some of everything. One in the A. There we go. So I'll do those after I finish all the letters. And then I'm going to write Happy Father's Day to the best dad in the galaxy. And that is our craft. So if you are working on your craft, I'll let you finish that up. Here's Pippin with me. And I hope you enjoyed this Father's Day episode of Nighttime Tales. I just have a few announcements as well that I wanted to share with everybody. So summer reading program is a go for this year, but it's going to all be based online. There will be lots of activities that you can do, like crafts and games and things that they will tell you about online, but that you actually do physically separate from being online. So it's not like you and your kids will be on the internet all summer long. It's a very interactive program and lots of cool things to do. The theme is Game On, I think. So it's a very open theme, and there's going to be lots of different games and like activities and things as well. So our reading program coordinator from last year named Morgan is back, which is really exciting, and she is joined by Shayla, who is also super awesome. So I think you will all love both of them. And hard to make announcements when somebody else needs all the attention, hey? So yeah, sign up for summer reading program. There is no cost, but we are welcoming donations. So a suggested like $5 donation per participant, but it's definitely open to everyone, and we don't want that to be a barrier to anyone. So check it out online or call the library for details. When we are there, we will answer the phone, or we've got voicemail now, yay. And the library is actually opening soon for limited services. So we've been doing curbside for a while now, but I believe it's the 22nd that the library opens. And so you'll be able to come in the lobby area of the library and browse a limited number of books. You can also let us know what you're looking for, and we can go get a selection for you. You'll be able to check out and return books. Everything's socially distanced safely. we will also have limited public access to computers. So at this time we're asking that it's just not for entertainment purposes like gaming or watching movies, because it is very limited. I think we've got 2 stations available. So that's exciting news. We're coming back and we're gonna provide as much service as we can. We're excited about it. Vivian's gonna stand on my craft. I don't want her to wreck my card here. So yeah, we're very excited and we can't wait to see your faces again. We miss everybody so much. Programs, I also wanted to say, this is the second last week for these Facebook Live programs that Carolyn and I have been doing. So throughout the summer, we usually take a break from our regular programs because of summer reading program. So we'll be doing the same thing this year. So we've got this week and next week left of programs. And yeah, that is, I think, all the announcements I wanted to say. Clearly somebody needs some attention here, so I better go. And I hope you all enjoyed this Father's Day program. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Bye-bye.